How did Soviet constitutions symbolize a new society? Imagine a country transforming itself from a land of private property and social inequality into a society built on shared ownership and equality. That's what Soviet constitutions aimed to do. They weren't just legal documents, they were symbols of a fresh start. These constitutions laid out the principles of communism and showed the world that the Soviet Union was moving toward a classless society. They declared the country as a socialist state of workers and peasants, emphasizing the goal of ending social divisions. At the heart of these constitutions was the idea that the Communist Party was the guiding force. They described the party as the leading and guiding force of society. This meant that all political power and decision-making would be centered around the party, making sure society followed Marxist-Leninist ideas. This was a clear signal that the old power structures based on capitalism were being replaced by a new party-led system. The constitutions also introduced social rights that symbolized the new society's values. They guaranteed everyone the right to work, education, healthcare, and social security. These rights showed a shift from individual wealth to collective well-being. They also declared that all citizens, regardless of nationality, gender, or race, should be treated equally. This was a direct challenge to social inequalities and a step toward building a society without class distinctions. Another key feature was the emphasis on collective participation. The constitutions promoted the idea that citizens should take part in managing their society through trade unions, youth groups, cooperatives, and work collectives. These organizations were meant to involve people in planning and decision-making, reflecting the move towards socialist democracy. The constitutions also formalized the planned economy. They established state ownership of land, factories, and communication systems. This symbolized the end of private property and the beginning of communal ownership, which was fundamental to the new society. The state controlled resources and production, ensuring that wealth was distributed according to need rather than market forces. All these elements made the Soviet constitutions more than just laws. They were blueprints for a new society based on equality, collective effort, and state ownership. They reflected the transformation of social relations and political power in line with communist ideas. They aimed to create a society free from exploitation and class oppression, where citizens worked together toward common goals. In addition, the constitutions stressed the importance of ideological education. They promoted the moral development of citizens to align with communist values. This helped shape the culture and social norms of the new society. Overall, these documents symbolized the Soviet Union's vision of a society built on shared ownership, equality, and collective responsibility. They marked the official shift from old social structures to a new, unified socialist order.